Hey, we always live Elvis.
Hey, Memphis Mafia Kid,
And Teresa.
and y'all today we are going to, and Teresa's showing it.
Yeah.
We're going to give our thoughts, comments, and memories on Lisa's book with the help of Riley, and just what basically what you know uh, we thought and how we felt. So
It was a really sad read.
it was it was y'all. Never had really any idea of, you know, after Lisa left uh, Memphis, Graceland, and then she grew up, in California. I never knew that she had all the struggles. I knew from the time we last saw each other that, and all the times before that she never really wanted to leave Memphis. I mean, she says it. You know what I and my family said before. You know, she loved Graceland. She was at the happiest, and to, not bashing anybody. Wasn't, you know at all trying to bash Ginger. I have nothing against Ginger at all. I was just, she kind of made it like Lisa was lying, and Lisa would, Lisa knew, she felt, and for somebody to try to say, what a person uh, felt, I just, I couldn't. And it's the same, I'm not bashing on Priscilla, but things that I've said, my parents have said, Lisa says. Uh, I got a little bit of a ripping from some people, which is fine, about videos uh, that we had done in the past on Priscilla with Pierce Morgan, and things she said, and I said that they didn't have that great of a relationship during that time, and they didn't. Lisa says it. So I mean, y'all,
Boy, though, we had no idea.
right. Right,
and probably not everything is in this book. That was.
Oh, I'm sure there's so much more.
There's probably a lot left out.
But anyway, I'm that's not here nor there. I mean, read the book and you'll get the answers to a lot of your questions or a lot of your thoughts. I want to say that I thought Lisa had a lot of courage. To do that. I wished that she was alive to see that this book come out, and just to see how many of y'all loved her, and for her to know. I mean, I knew she knew deep down, but she also was, reading that book. I feel like she felt alone a lot of times.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
very alone.
It just, everybody feels that way to, at one point or another in their life, but it was it was sad. It brought back a lot of memories. I could see her face, and reading it, Teresa reading it to me, because I don't read. It it hit home. And everything that Lisa said, in her earlier years at Graceland, this and that, was spot on. Spot on. Now, I'm sure, and I'm not doubting one bit, Lisa, that it was spot on in California, but I was not there. My family was not there. As y'all know, I mean, that's another thing that's going to beat forever is, you think and you love somebody, and you go on with life and think, there's always tomorrow. There's not. And, it's too late to go back and change things.
It's kind of hard when a lot of years have gone by and you've drifted away. You still have that love there, but
And she did too. Yeah. There's not a doubt in my mind. I just, like I said, I wished.
Well, she mentions her daddy's family in the book.
Yes, she did. And a lot of people say, well, why didn't she mention y'all by name? Well, I don't know. But you know, she said her in a book, her cousins, her family about coming out to our trailer. Uh, you know, like I've said, we've had that great relationship. Uh, did we have our disagreements and ours? You bet your butt we did. We sure did. It's like I've said, you know, and like Lisa says, you know, she run things, or she dang sure tried. So yes, we butted heads, but we always, just like kids, you know, that might last 10 or 15 minutes, and hey, we were back at it. It just.
Do you know, she talks about when Priscilla came to get her after Elvis passed, and how she wanted to stay on the 4-wheel and ride and ride and ride.
Not the 4-wheeler.
I mean,
golf cart.
The golf cart, yeah. And that it seemed like Priscilla thought she was playing. You know, do you know what, while she was doing that, what was going on, or?
Yeah,
it wasn't riding just to play and
no,
be silly.
No. You know? It's Mom and Daddy's, and I'm sure most of you've seen it, like they said in their video. And if you hadn't, you know, go watch it. Elvis Fans Matter, great video. It's that was Lisa's way of
like de-stressing.
Yeah, of letting it out. I know many times, and like I said, there's stories. I'm not trying to bash you. There's stories that she was mad, and I'll just say this, and you know, later on may say who. Just like we all were in life, and she would get mad and upset and come out and gripe about it and be upset about it, and we would be on the golf carts riding. That was just Lisa's way. The golf carts and riding around, and all of us, you know, and there again, if you look at it, that she's so much like her daddy. Elvis was the same way. He blew off, but he liked to have certain people around him pretty much at all times, you know, and that's another thing in this book. You know, it reminds me so much. The alone, I guess, that she felt, and that same connection, you know, we had.
Right.
You know, we was, you know, around each other, and we had one another. All in all, you know, there's things in there that I'm trying to put it without being just total ugly. I think you all know what we're talking about. I'll say, if Elvis had known, and he would have lived. Things wouldn't have been pretty with certain people.
Yeah.
And the same with family. I'll be honest with you. No. You know, if Lisa had ever mentioned or said anything about certain things. So, but like I said, in California, I don't know what went on. Lisa does, and it come out of her mouth. So, and you know, I'm not here to argue the point with anybody. I'm not here to try to do this or do that. I'm just telling you what I felt, what I lived, and the things that Lisa told me, and things that we shared, and you know, I'm sorry. The truth's the truth, and when I say that, I'm not apologizing, because it is, like I said, only Lisa knew how she truly felt inside, and then the ones that was around her that was close enough that she talked and said things about.
And you know, she was cut off from all that.
Yes.
When her mama took her to California, she didn't have. It's not like today where, hey, you have Facebook, you have. It wasn't like that. It was a landline, and you had to know the number. And if, like she said, she was kind of watched like a hawk at one time.
Yeah.
And even that was so.
I'm sure she was.
Yeah, and that when she was picked up or taken to the celebrity center there.
You know,
she wanted to ask for help, but she was right there.
And like I said, I thought we all do about our family and wonder, you know, what she's doing, this and that, and then reading or hearing what she had to say in the book, just I'm gonna be honest, really breaks my heart. You know, we all go, and y'all, that's what I've always said. Be careful what you wish for in life. I mean, to see it on the outside is great. And not to say it's not wonderful, but no matter how much money, how much fame that you've got or whatever, nobody can get away from life's problems, demons. I mean, it's just there. And I think if anything, you get it firsthand from somebody that lived it, that had probably the most famous father in the world.
I think she had more than her fair share.
In my opinion, yes, and that's just me. But you know, and you have to deal with that on top of being a child, a teenager, and then into a grown up. But then you have to live with everything else in life too, and then you become a parent, and it just
when I read it the first time by myself. When I started, I was like, it's gonna be hard reading it to you, because to me there's a lot of things in there that are kind of similar, not to kind of your experience in a way. I mean, your mom and dad, they stayed together, this whole time. You had both parents and all that, but there was something more with the fame of Elvis that was a part of why certain things, and you probably don't want to talk about them, but I'm just saying there was just that similarity sometimes that I just
like I understand, and you're right. I mean, you've talked about it, and I'm not taking this, I'll say this, and then because this is Lisa's time,
right?
But as family, as blood, you're absolutely right. We talked about it, and I'm not saying it's just your everyday problems in life. Everybody deals with, and I dealt with them a lot of the same way, of wanting to be alone, wanting to listen to Elvis music, drinking a lot,
no more,
crying, laughing. That was just my way, and still is, except for the drinking.
But I mean, when you were younger, you didn't, just like her, even more her, of course. But you didn't know if people liked you because of who you related to.
Yeah,
or for yourself.
That's what I'm saying. With her struggles, it's already hard. Y'all can't imagine. You can't imagine.
Yeah.
And it probably goes deeper than I'm sure that I even know of being somebody like Lisa was.
Yeah.
Life was going to be hard right off the bat. But I think
it was made harder than it should have been.
Yes, and things
she had the love and support of her.
The struggles and the things she had to go through, and of course, there's not a doubt. Ben reminded her so much of her daddy, and even Riley said they had that close by. You could see that, you could feel that, and I just think, and this is just my opinion, that just done her in. It was
the last straw.
Right. I mean, sometimes a person can only take so much, and with this book and the things that she's lived through and all, I that's just me. But it don't change who she was. She was a great person.
She had a beautiful voice.
She was fun, especially during time. And like I've said, we've had a lifetime, and that short time that we had together. Wished it could have been so much more.
You know what I loved? One thing when I first opened the book to read it. Hold on. The first picture in there was the one your mama took in front of the trailer.
Yes, that's that's out at our trailer, and of course there she's standing there modeling, and there's Amber, and I think that other one is my cousin Jamie. So, but Mama had taken that picture and several pictures that day, and that was really good pictures. Like I said, y'all, I'm trying. It's just, man, when you so many things go through here. I do want to say this, and I'm going to give my opinion because I've been asked on it several times about the book tour, book signing at Graceland, or what the thing that they had where Priscilla showed, or Priscilla was there, and I have no idea if she was scheduled to be there, or if she just come out or whatever. I have no idea. Don't really.
That was Riley's thing.
Yeah.
So.
But I will say this. I totally agree 100%. This is the way it made me feel. 100% that, this is Lisa's time. And y'all know my feelings on it. I thought I did personally think it was disrespectful. But
well, especially she didn't read the book.
Right.
Apparently,
yeah. Well, did she say that? I didn't know. I know with the questions and stuff being asked, Riley had to remind her 2 or 3 times that was in the book. Like I said, y'all, not bashing. Y'all, y'all really want to know, and I know you do. Open your eyes. Read this book. I think everybody should read this book, and I think you'll get it'll take you deep inside of Lisa, inside a superstar's child, that kind of life. Like I said, there's great and wonderful and beautiful times, and then there's painful, hurtful times. So but like I said, this is Lisa's time. I thought it was great.
I did too.
Like I said,
it was traumatic and sad.
It was, and
you could tell it was heartfelt.
Maybe down the road to get deeper, on some parts of it, this and that. Right now, I just kind of wanted to, to try to let y'all know what it meant to me and to me and Teresa and how we felt. Everybody's been asking, so we appreciate that. But like I said, y'all, it's just it's a good book, but it's a hard book.
Yeah.
And last, I want to say that it took a lot with Lisa, but it also took a lot with Riley. Yeah. To knowing after she heard it or talked to her mama, knowing things that her mama in the life, and a lot of people want to hide that and cover it up, and you can't blame them. And I'm sure there's a lot that she did leave out, but you know what? I couldn't blame her.
Yeah.
But all in all, I thought she let Lisa's word get out there, and that's where I think we're going to end it today. Y'all have a beautiful weekend. Hey, it's Friday.
And it's the cooler weather.
Yes, and we're getting geared up. We'll have another video coming out to you around Sunday or Monday. Y'all enjoy your weekend, and remember, we always live Elvis.